You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Guess what, kids? It's time for the Code RAD show once again. And here are the products currently available from the Code RAD publishing empire. Interplanet, Volume 1, Space Epic, available on the Fund My Comic website, a website full of independent comic books if you're interested in supporting some indie creators. And also on the right there would be my book of cosmic horror, Tales of Conspiracy and Madness. Well, this week, CATWEAZLE is back. Now, CATWEAZLE has some very important company here. He is from a long line of people who have traveled to the future from the past. Of course, these guys all fell asleep. Buck Rogers was in hibernation, and same thing with Austin Powers, Demolition Man. These guys all were put into hibernation for centuries. CATWEAZLE just uses magical powers because he is a crazy old magician hermit and just traveled to the future to become a fish out of water. And of course, the future for CATWEAZLE is 1970s England. There's Jeffrey Baildon, who plays CATWEAZLE. He is a great actor, hilarious in this show. I hope to share one or two video clips of him being hilarious in this episode. Here he is as forget the character's name, but in Doctor Who, the infamous creature from the pit episode. We talked about that episode a few weeks ago on Code RAD, and I just realized now that that was the same actor who plays CATWEAZLE, and he also played Q in the 1960s Casino Royale, James Bond. The CATWEAZLE teams up with Carrot. He is, the son of the family in this show, named for his orange hair, clearly. This episode, I think, does a great job of showing why you would love to have a crazy old wizard as your buddy. You're an adolescent kid. You're going to have problems. Having a secret sort of imaginary friend, not really imaginary, but no one else knows about him, who can help you out with this stuff is pretty awesome. I can see why people love this show based on that sort of interaction that happens in this episode. Now, I need to get out of here so you can see Sam. Sam is one of the straight men. He is I believe that is Neil McCarthy. I believe that is the name of the actor. He looks like just a regular guy to me watching these episodes. And but it turns out he had acromegaly. And once you hear that, it's like, yeah, you can kind of see that. He also appeared in Doctor Who. There he is with John Pertwee. The picture on the right is from Power of Crawl, one of my favorite episodes of Doctor Who. And he's got a face for science fiction. And there on the bottom, I believe, is an episode of The Avengers. And he looks perfect for some kind of henchman who is about to try to strangle James Bond with with some piano wire. I realize that's Avengers, not James Bond. I'm just saying. And Mr. Bennett, he is played, I believe that actor's name is Bud Tingwell, and he is a veteran, Australian. A veteran of World War II, had a great career. The episodes of CATWEAZLE I've seen don't have much for him to do, but he had a great career, and he was I believe, a pilot in the Royal Australian Air Force. So this episode begins breakfast, Dad, Mr. Bennett, Carrot, and Carrot's familiar, Turtle, are all having breakfast together. Mr. Bennet does not seem too upset about his son's newfound interest in the occult and magic. And I guess that's just what you do when you live in the countryside in 1970s England. So they have some bad news at breakfast today. The cows are sick. Sam comes in a minute to say the cows are sick, and it's just like that plague of rats they had recently. The farm sounds like it is in trouble, and then Dad gets I think he's holding a letter from the bank. His overdraft is due. He owes £800 to the bank, and that is £800 1970s money. I shudder to think how much that would be today. So they are in trouble. It feels like there may be a curse on the farm. Whatever will they do? So Carrot first consults his familiar, the turtle, and gets out his book about the witch cult there. I don't know if Carrot is up to the job of lifting the curse off the farm, and why bother when you have a buddy living in the water tower out back. And so, of course, Carrot goes to CATWEAZLE, seeking help. All right, so here is CATWEAZLE in his cool bachelor pad. Looks something like a water tower or some sort of thing out in the middle of the woods.
You know anything about curses?
Aye, boy. I had them all in my book. Curses for everything. Curses that would chill thy blood.
What book?
My magic book. 900 years ago.
Oh, don't start that again. If our farm's got a curse on it, can you uncurse it?
Show me the curse and I will vanquish it.
I don't know how to start.
All right. So, of course, if you have a curse, CATWEAZLE is the guy you want to have on your side. It's gonna take a little research to figure out how to lift this curse. So let's see what happens. There is a local museum that has this cool statue of some sort of Janus-like figure with half the face broken off. This seems like just a little bit of interesting detail, but actually this becomes very important to the plot. That fellow there is the curator of the museum, and behind him is all those books, which are important because you might have some instructions about curses in one of those books. That little bit blocked there by where the slide thing. There are some girls from school taking a tour on a field trip of the museum, and they are all terrified of the frog. You can't really see CATWEAZLE's frog there on the bottom, but you can see the girls' reaction because, of course, they are gentle ladies of 1970s England. Of course, they scream in terror when they see a frog. And so let me show you what happens when CATWEAZLE shows up at the museum. All right, CATWEAZLE and Carrot come to the museum to figure out how to lift a curse, or how to identify a curse as well.
That's me, driving through the country. My vacation.
All right, so YouTube is going a little crazy with the commercials today. Did not want to show that. But that was some hilarious acting by Jeffrey Baildon. The commercial cut out the part where he shouts, "Take that, you Norman invader." It was pretty hilarious. So, but back to the story. Let's see. Here we see CATWEAZLE, a nicely composed shot, sees that statue, very curious, sees something there. And now he has found a book. that describes the curse. There is indeed a curse on the farm. Some magician called RAPKYN cursed some stones and put them into the farm, something like that. And also there's something about the farm being built on a witch's hideout or something. Here is CATWEAZLE going into the chimney to find the stones to lift the curse. And I think I will end it there because I thought the ending was pretty neat. It was a well-constructed show. Some things that seem like little details. He's looking for rocks, but there's a little bit more to those rocks than you might think. And like I mentioned before, the show really is developing as just a great childhood fantasy. What kid would not love to have a crazy old wizard to help out with things that kids do? So thank you for joining me. Who knows what we will see next time on Code RAD. Goodbye, everybody.